Hi Libras, Schoolhouse Intuitive here for your weekly reading. This is for, I can't believe it, but this is actually for March 3rd to the 9th. So Libra Collective here, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement in Libra. This is for you. Weekly reading, we'll go over what most, common themes, if there's blessings, blocks, how to keep our vibration high. We'll do angel numbers, animal cards, you name it, money, career, love, whatever. Let's see, Master card 9, Capricorn energy. And this is about discipline, working smart, focusing, structure. Let's see what else we have. Book burning, card 5, Libra energy. So something about mind games even, or like rewriting history, or we are in Venus retrograde, aren't we? So this could be someone trying to come back. Maybe someone where you've like burned the book, so to speak, and that's a done chapter for you, but they may want another chance. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be romance. If you know me, I rarely will read just for romance. I think I've done like 2 readings that were just love for romance, right? But anyway, all right, let's see what else comes out. Oh, sword and scales. Wow, Libra, this is our reading, huh? Card 1, Libra energy here. I'd say that's Libra energy. This is about justice. There's somebody, and it says right on the card, hear me out. I do feel as though this could be someone within the next few weeks who comes forward and wants to rebuild, reconcile, talk, something. It could be a former employer. It could be an old neighbor that you haven't talked to in years. It could be a cousin, an aunt, who knows, right? It could be really, it's going to vary because these are general, not personal readings, right? Only take what resonates. Use your own intuition first, always. And common sense, of course, right? Spring. So new moon. We just had the new moon. It says something could happen, within the next 1 to 3 months. It says the maiden on here. And they're actually giving me that band Iron Maiden. So I don't know if you have an iron deficiency or something. I'm not a health professional, or it can also be that someone in spirit or you likes Iron Maiden. But there's Aries, Taurus, and Gemini energy here on this card. So all the springtime signs, well, in the northern hemisphere anyway, right? And this is, spring soon. All right, let's see what else we have. This one, they're giving me a name like Glynis. Name something like that. And we have it's time, card 8. So it's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. Ooh. All right. Time for some kind of action. It doesn't have to be with anyone from the past. I want to get us an angel number here. Right out of the gate. You have 77, a sign of inner wisdom. Connect with your spirituality and your intuition. We'll leave this right here. 77. Maybe you resonate with the year or it's your lucky number. They're giving me that show, actually, Press Your Luck, or like another old game show. So maybe you're watching old game shows and I'm picking up on it. That's a possibility. All right, let's see what else we have. General kind of messages. This is the Fortune Oracle by Sharina Starr. The deck I used first was the Zodiac 108 Oracle by Intuit Oracle. Go. Libra, messages for the greatest highest good of Libra. And we have flowers. Card 11, be generous. This is about success and emotional fulfillment being yours. Lovely. I love this. This is such a beautiful card. They're also giving me a name. Boy, a lot of names coming through already. Okay, so we have a name that's like, it's a name like flowers. That could actually be someone's name. But it could also be a month or a stone. So it's like, like June or May or April, or Amber. It could even be a name like Autumn. So they're giving me names like that, names that are other things having to do with like months or stones or seasons. All right. So there is some sort of connection there. Like you might have in your family, you might have like a few people that are named like, like you might even know a family where they name their kids like April, May, and June or something, or it's interesting. Or even after the zodiac signs like Leo or something. Vanessa, I'm hearing too. Oh, birth. Okay. Card 4. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Somebody is full of ideas here. And also, when I have birth and I have flowers like this, I really do think that this could be pregnancy for some. All right. And like an actual pregnancy. So if you're waiting to be a great aunt, a grandma, an uncle, or something, that could also be part of it. It doesn't have to be like you who's expecting. Okay. Um, I realize not all, actually, probably most of the people watching this channel are not trying to have babies. Anyway, but if you are, this is looking really good. And it does say, within 1 to 3 months. So, or maybe you're already 1 to 3 months along. What else do we have? They're giving me that song, Take It Easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Maybe of your own wheels. I feel like it's like something. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. I can't remember. They're giving me chills. Okay, so someone really liked that. Whoever sings that. I mean, I'm hearing like all the different ones. Okay, I'm also getting mom energy. Oh my goodness. So you may. Oh wow, brother, mom. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of like spiritual confirmation here, physically. So, wow. All right. Thorns, card 31. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. So things could be feeling a little intense, maybe more than a little even when it comes to. I'm going to turn it like that. Hopefully, it doesn't distort the image too much, and you're liking it, and you can see a little better. So we'll see. But it's as though, Venus in retrograde all the way till like April 12th. So this could be a hard time as far as relationships go. Lean into your intuition. You have a lot of healing powers here, as well at kind of being born out of this time of maybe deep introspection, reflection, and maybe you digging deeper into some spiritual insights and interests. And then you have World, card 36. So be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Hopefully that is still, that looks like it's still good. All right. Ooh, let's get some tarot cards here. Kind of give us a little more info on these messages. It's like lighten up while you still can. That's another lyric from that song. All right. I am going to turn this up a little bit now because it's actually distracting me. All right. Okay, now here we go. Winslow. Wait. Yeah, what is they're giving? If it's your message, claim it, because I know like you are singing along probably, and you know who sings it, and it's a song that means something to you or someone close to you or the band. Okay. All right, you have the moon. Maybe we do need to take it easy this week. And then we have this, the moon card here. There could be something feeling a little thorny or unsettling. This is another, with the moon card here, we could have some anxieties this week coming in. And, that's not anything I like to report, but it could happen. This Pisces energy, and we just had the new moon in Pisces, and it's Pisces season. So this is very, it's the kind of energy where it's helpful to take a pause. It would probably be really good. It would replenish us in some way, to take a nice pause and stop rushing around for a little bit, just to get some clarity on some things too. All right, what else do we have? The initials CR could mean something, like Caleb Reynolds or something, something like that. Chariot, Cancerian energy. Wow. So, so yeah, this is very, very watery energy, but this is about your determination and moving forward despite the anxiety. Okay. It's like getting out of your comfort zone despite the anxiety, despite the fear and worry, and not falling into the trap of others maybe trying to scare you or psych you out. Okay. And I think some of you too are probably being really careful about what you're watching on the news, and if you're um like making sure you're not going into the deep end, of like, oh, this is happening, things are just horrible and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, there's still a world of possibilities here. There's still hope. There's still opportunity. It's just, we do want to be careful where we're putting our energy and our resources. And this is an energy too where it's like you will not be stopped. Something here is like you will not be stopped with the Chariot. This is action. This is journey. But again, this could be some sort of like internal journey. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. So there's 11:11 divine timing there coming into your reading. And also, with the moon card, yeah, there could be well, a straight up message when I see the moon in the Chariot is I think there could be something going on with your car. So there's that. And just take care of it. You don't want to end up stranded or anything. So what else do we have this week? The overall kind of vibe. Anything to be aware of, cautious of. Oh, the Empress. And I said did I say I was getting Empress vibes? Because I have flowers and birth, and I thought I'd said Empress. But anyway, I'm feeling Empress vibes for sure. By the way, this is a deck by Tarot Collectibles. It's like the sparkly Rider-Waite deck. Yeah, this is, oh, what a beautiful card to have right here in the middle of your reading. The Empress. You have 3 major arcana cards, and I've only pulled 3 cards. So this is quite incredible. And the Empress, again, the birthing, the being in the flow very much with this watery, and then the Empress being in the flow. And even though, we have Venus in retrograde, our ruling planet, that which we share with Taurus, and it could affect, like I said, relationships, and just and, well, it can affect a lot of things, but it can also just make you feel kind of off. It could make you feel like things aren't going anywhere. We're advised, not to make any sort of impulsive purchases or, luxurious things too much that would be like, that we'd then later regret. We're encouraged not to get into any sort of big relationship or get back with an ex romantic partner. So that is, because then, when things straighten out around April 12th, I guess we could live to regret it. So that's what I've been hearing intuitively. And also through I only watch like 3 astrologers, and that's what I'm getting from there. So yeah, it could just be everything I've heard even in the past with the Venus retrograde is like, you might want to hold off on moving in together, spur of the moment. If it's something you've thought about, or if you're already in a partnership, that's fine. That's not what we're talking about. But communication could still be a little difficult. So the idea is we want to, and I've already said this in other readings, we want to make sure we're being practical and calm when we're having these intense communications, because emotions could be running high. So if things feel like they're getting a little intense, maybe you do need to take a break, have some space, come back when people are calmer. You'll get more done that way. And yeah, so 9 of Wands here. Something there could be something to do with legal process, justice, truth, even, again, lies. I mean, I don't normally get that off this card, but when I'm combining it with someone not going by the book too. Yeah, so I am feeling that energy and seeing that energy in the cards when I have the moon and like the 9 of Wands, and I feel like you've got your eye on something too here, like something doesn't seem right. Look at that energy there. Like something that seems like it's nice and like yummy isn't. Actually, yeah, watch what you eat. There's something here about that. Now, I'm not a nutritionist or anything, but like check expiration dates and things and smell things. Make sure they're safe to eat. I know that can be random, but yeah. Or maybe I'm picking up on someone who maybe you have eaten something kind of funky this weekend and maybe you're feeling that. But what else do we have? Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Whatever's going on here, it is temporary as far as if there is some sort of stress, because the Nine of Wands is like, it can be like wanting to give up, even though you're so close to the finish line. It can also be, like I said, like stress, kind of like not exactly like the Nine of Swords. It's kind of more like exhaustion, actually, feeling weary and run down. And so make sure you're taking really good care of yourself. The Empress knows how to take care of themselves, right? And those around them. So maybe you're feeling like you need to take care of somebody who's not feeling well this week. But I just love these cards. Look at it's not only is it bright color, look at that. The sparklies. Like a cat. I love my sparklies. Yeah, Knight of Wands here. And that's a pretty fast moving knight. It's very fast moving, actually, probably the second fastest in the deck. And this is really kind of moving forward with confidence. It can be sort of a free spirited person. It could be us tapping into our creative energies as well. What else do we have? They're saying follow the yellow brick road. All right. And now I'm going, follow the yellow brick road. Wow. Okay. A lot of singing. Maybe you've been doing a lot of singing yourself. But yeah, so you could have a Wizard of Oz fan, or you are, or any of the names in the Wizard of Oz, like Dorothy or something, could mean something to you. They're also giving me that show Cheers from like the 80s. So yeah, they're like there are some names on that show too, even. Well, there's Norm. I know that'll resonate with at least one person. They gave me that. They gave me I think it's Diane is one of the names too. And what is his name? Uh, oh, yeah, the name Ted could mean something too to you. All right, card 3, yeah, going out of the comfort zone. It's card 3. It's a 3 of Wands, going out of your comfort zone here. All right. And so there's something here about peace too. Maybe you're making the first move here and bringing peace to a certain situation. Yeah, they're wanting me to go back to the Cheers thing again. So there's Sam, Norm, Fraser, Carla. That's one of them. Cliff, Woody, Diane, Lilith, Rebecca, Evan, Robin, Coach. Okay, so there are some names there that I just mentioned. Cliff kind of is standing out. Calvin or Clavin too. But Carla was kind of in there too. So there are some. That's like a whole pile of names, but they're saying like someone could have a cast like a name of one of the characters that's like either someone who crossed over or you're connected to, or like I said, like they could be named Sam, or like your name Sam, or Norm or something. So there's something about like there's something here in this reading for you, or it's just an acknowledgement of that loved one, or maybe you've already been feeling their presence and this is now confirmation that, yeah, you know what, your Aunt Carla or whoever is here. They just gave me Gemini energy too as another confirmation for somebody. So I'm going now. Okay, yeah. So anyway, all right. So with the Three of Wands, yeah, we have to. This is a lot of creative energy too, but it's also it's like putting yourself out there and taking action. And you have 3 action cards, and really we could say the Empress is about birthing and action and fertility and the energy that brings new opportunity and joy. It's universal energy, as this card had said for you for this Fortune card. 3 of Wands going, yeah, it's like you're chartering the ship here. You're the ships. You're not just waiting around anymore. You're actually ready to get out of there, get out and take action. Especially with that Chariot, and things could move quickly once you get started on something. But again, you're encouraged to weather the challenges, because there is this energy too of things might not move forward right away. They were giving us that card of like within 1 to 3 months, possibly at like the next new moon. You could maybe see more indication of things moving along for you, or like in April. because maybe I don't know if you checked out your March reading. I would check that out. It really is sort of, as I called it in the title, a mixed bag of energy. It really is. And yeah, I like, it's kind of like, I want to say, don't try not to get discouraged if it doesn't happen. If like, they're giving me plans thwarted, so they keep saying it's like things, your plans could be thwarted. It could be like a thorn, so it could be some sort of like thorn in your side, maybe like somebody's not feeling great, or there's car stuff, or just I just picked up on someone like stubbing their toe. Even, it's kind of like just this annoying kind of, there's something annoying that comes up that you have to deal with, that affects you. That that could come up, but they're saying go forward anyway. Go, keep going. It's there will the time will come. It will. It's just, March is probably not the greatest month for it. We have two eclipses. We have, and eclipses, I actually, I like eclipse energy in some way, well, in a lot of ways. But so you have the lunar eclipse this month, so we're already feeling the energies of these things happening, of these big planetary things. And well, the moon's not a planet, but we're feeling these astrological changes, and it is a new astrological year on March 20th, and it's just, as we enter Aries season once again, and there's just so much going on right now. All right. And this could be a very quick March too. It could feel long. Some of the days might feel long, but it can fly. It's going to like fly by, like faster than any other March. It feels like, to me, is what it does feel like. Like it's going to be like, before you know it, we're going to blink and it's May, and you're well on your way towards something too. So it's like building on the growth that's even however small. And there's just, because there's a lot of creative energy and a lot of expansion here. These are also two travel cards, so I feel as though some of you may be either wanting to travel, or you may end up having to travel. So that's one reason too, where you want to make sure your car is in good working order. They're bringing me right back to that again, like make sure that everything's good there. Things like regular maintenance, tires, oil, all that stuff. So yeah, let's see what else we have. Oh, you have the Lovers card. Remember, I just heard Gemini right before this. You have Gemini, so Lovers card and Death card. I mean, this is like, this is, whatever this is. This is a big shift in energy for you. Big shift in energy this month. I know it's a weekly reading, but this is the first week of March, and I sometimes, with the weekly readings, if it's the first of the month reading, I get this overall flavor of March. What I'm getting with this month is almost like we can't even separate it out week by week. It's a big energy, and it's mixed energies. So it's kind of this, you could almost look at it as like a ball of yarn. That's what it feels like to me, but it's manageable. But it's like, we've got to take it like step by step, strand by strand, day at a time. Take care of the things you can control, things that are in your control. Take care of those things. We don't want to hold and wait and push things off. I myself included. It's like there's like things that I need to check off my list. There's some paperwork things, maybe for some of you. There's some decluttering, organizing. I keep getting this. Some of you are making changes as far as lifestyle habits. Good for you. Those can be, it takes a lot of strength and courage and perseverance to stick at it, even if you're not seeing great progress right away. It can take 1 to 3 months. I was just having a conversation with someone about them starting a diet and like working out every day, and it's been only like 2 or 3 weeks, and they're not seeing anything really, but it could take months, and think about how sometimes it takes us months to get into a certain situation, and it can take months to course correct. So it's okay if you need to course correct too. And I feel that some of you are course correcting in this month of March, and you're sort of laying out some plans, that you can then, get started with. More like April, I have to be honest. It does feel like this is the transformation here with this Death card. And it could even like, thorny, like there's just something here that could be there, a hold up. And so, yeah. But but the progress is being made. So, all right, it's kind of one of those where, the stars are there even when it's cloudy at night, right? And so the lovers here, you do have a choice here, and it's again, it's really, it totally is a time of what's in, what's out. What's coming in, what you're allowing in, and what needs to close, so that you can have this new day dawning. And for some of you too, um, if you're in the southern hemisphere and it's April and it's like autumn, your autumn equinox is coming here, March 20th, you'll see progress in 6 months, right? And then I'm feeling too, they're just showing it to me. And then like um, if it's the spring equinox for whoever's watching right now, then you'll see, like, you'll look back at now in 6 months and be like, whoa, look at how different things are. So for some of you, there really is a big transformation taking shape, or it's someone close to you that they're undergoing a big transformation. Okay, they're telling me too, like, know who you can trust as you go through these big shifts. Oh, I'm getting a chill on that. Know who you can trust. And also, like, do people's values who are closest to you, are they aligning with yours? You could be feeling that more and more, that, either you're driving or you're not with certain people. And I feel like maybe some of you are going to say goodbye to some people, this eclipse season. Eclipse seasons are, in my life anyway, they've been I've noticed they're like kind of famous for like clipping out what doesn't need to be here, and or what shouldn't be here anymore, what's not really adding to this life you want to live of alignment and integrity and authenticity, with the Gemini card. And some of you, yeah, love's coming in. You may not realize it, but it is. You have water energy here. Because you have the moon Pisces, you have Chariot, which the moon actually rules Cancer. So I would say that's like double Cancerian energy. With Pisces, you have Libra with Taurus, you have Gemini, you have Scorpio energy, and then you have, all the fire signs. So you really do have, and then on that card yeah, okay, so that includes all of them actually. Yeah, so you have all this energy coming in. And we started out with Capricorn, but I feel like that's in the past. So yeah, okay, let's see what else we have. Be careful of manipulation too. Unfortunately, I do have to say that could be something coming in. Sometimes when I have the lovers and the moon card, and I'm feeling a past energy, I kind of feel like there's this sort of undercurrent of maybe somebody's energy from the past is still in your energy, your aura or something. So make sure you're doing what you need to do to get rid of that, right? And yeah, you may have, yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. We don't want to be giving the past energy like that, because sometimes it's helpful to look back in the past, but in this case, it's not. Yeah, that could only lead to conflict, right? So, and the goal here is peace. You'll see the doves over here. And some people, though, look at this, and if you actually look at this, they're not actually hitting each other. It's just, again, it's like something kind of a little a challenge, something kind of annoying. Like I said, like you could stub your toe, like just the most inopportune time. Like say you're going on a date with somebody for the first time, and whack, you stub your toe as you're getting ready, and then you're like hobbling in and having to fake it, like, oh no, oh yes, I always groan when I eat chicken, sorry, like, no. So anyway, but it's temporary. There could be a temporary setback. I can't sugarcoat your messages, because I wouldn't be being an authentic reader, and it's just the way it is, and I have to deliver it the way it is. So yes, and again, and it's starting this new row, and it is kind of on that travel. So there could be just, you plan to go somewhere, or now you have to go somewhere, or something with the car, or just something about you moving forward in general that could just be like a stumbling block. But sometimes, the universe, source, spirit, our guides, things get reshuffled and reorganized for us, because what we thought was in our highest align, our greatest, highest good, actually isn't. And maybe we never find out why something happened the way it did. But that's where we have to have trust. We have to have trust in two ways. We have to trust that, spirit's got your back and this is all for a divine reason, right? Um, and the other thing to trust in is yourself, that no matter what happens, you've got this. You can handle whatever comes your way. If you can go through life with having that sort of higher, like just having the trust in that in something higher than yourself, that it will work out, and that this is most things happen for a reason. We this is I feel like I could open this up to, like, now people could be like, I don't believe that, and that's fine, but like on this channel, this is what I think it would be most helpful for us, according to this energy, if we can have faith in ourselves and faith in the universe, or call it God or source, whatever it is you call it, but your higher power, even if your higher power is yourself, or if it's Mother Gaia, whatever that is, but just having faith that things will work out. Because I do see, I didn't want to come into this and be like, oh, it's going to be there's a little bit of a thorn in your side this month, but there is a little bit, and I could be picking up on actual, like, physical pain for some of you, unfortunately. But so you make sure you're getting things checked out and you're taking care of things, and you want to give yourself some extra TLC with that Empress here. You're going to want to give yourself some extra TLC, and things that you do in order to calm yourself, and, like things that you would do for anxiety and things like that. And make sure you have your bag of tricks ready, or your tools or whatever, and that you're kind of getting ahead of it, so that if something did come up, and like they were saying, the word they're giving me is thwart your plan. I don't even like that word. Ugh, thwart. Ugh. But if your plans are thwarted, I don't know that I ever really even used that. Anyway, so yeah, all right. So then I would say, just know that things are, it's still going to work out. It could be a thorny week in some way. So yeah, but it doesn't, I don't get that it's major for most of you, but it could. When I have the world card here, it could be something worldwide. And I do these readings a week in advance, in case I were to ever, because I had health issues last year. So I learned my lesson to be at least a week ahead of my readings. And it doesn't, and they're still effective, because I read into the future anyway. So I read the past, present, future kind of simultaneously with energy work. So, energy doesn't care if it's next week or last week or what, it's all the same. So, yeah, my point is that there could be something in the news that that has already happened, that I'm picking up on. By the time you see this reading, it will have already happened. You know what I mean? But just know that I'm doing this reading several days in advance. Well, it's actually over a week this time that I'm doing this in advance. So yeah, so worldwide something again. We just keep getting things. And let's see what else though. I want to know, there are blessings. There are. You started out with flowers and birth and Empress and Chariot, and you have, but it's in. Okay, let me see what else. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. I mean, you're tapping into your own higher wisdom again. You had 77 come in, and you have the Queen of Cups, and this Queen of Cups, like, very in tune with their emotions and their intuition, but they're not about to drown in a sea of emotion, right? So whatever happens this week, I think I keep saying this month, even whatever happens this week or this month or this year, or this lifetime, um, you know, just keeping yourself grounded, centered, and living out your highest truth and your most authentic self. Um, those are kind of focuses, and with these stones here in this deck, I always kind of look at those as, like, those could be stepping stones, or you could look at them as stumbling blocks that back to the stubbing of the toe. So watch out, watch your feet. Hopefully nobody's doing anything to their foot or ankle or something. Yeah, so you have that yeah, the Queen of Cups, and again, it's like another card with pregnancy in it. And pregnancy doesn't just have to be babies in a belly. It can be this wonderfully creative energy where you birth something here, um, because it's again, it's the universal energy that's bringing in opportunities and possibilities. And again, and then you have be open to all possibilities. Be open to all possibilities in all areas of your life. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours, is what it says on that card. Something is blooming. It's in the works. It's on the way. This blessing, this thing, this person, this whatever it is that you're trying, that you're not trying, which that you're actually manifesting, that you've been working on, that you've been putting everything into, it's taking shape. It's happening. And I feel like you're so close. You're so close. All right. And by the way, you're a truly marvelous human being. If no one's told you that lately, you are. So, yeah. And some of you actually do have somebody who will actually tell you that very soon, if they haven't just recently. All right. You have the sun. My goodness. So you have the moon and the sun. And I love seeing that because, again, we have the lunar eclipse on the 14th and we have the solar eclipse in Aries on the 29th. And there you have the sun. This beautiful energy, this wonderful, again, it's like mixed energies. I just don't know how else to say it. It's like this, there's this duality. You may even feel like you're living in a parallel universe or something, throughout this week or this month. And the thing, but it's like all for the better, we'll be better for it, but it's like making the most and appreciating the sun and the moon for what they each are and what they can teach us and what they each offer us, right? The sun and the moon, the fire and the water, right? Blending that all in. What can we make from that, right? So what else do we have? And that's the final tarot card. So we're going to pull some other like oracle cards now. Well, it's the final tarot card so far. I'm not quite sure that that's it. But with the sun, this is awareness. So, and look at the awareness. There's a star on their third eye chakra right there. So this is awakening. Oh my goodness. Some of you have this massive awakening. A beautiful revolution. I meant revelation. So revolution's also coming in. And I will be honest, when I was doing this, when I was tuning into the energies of 2025 in the summer maybe of 2024, and I just kept getting this like, oh my, it's like big energies coming in. And for 2025, it's like, because I tend to feel energies well before things happen and as though they're actually happening. So I'll feel it when I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm feeling, but sometimes I will be getting like the words and all that. And so what I was hearing though was things like revolution. I was getting revolutionary for when I was tuning into 2025. If you haven't checked out the 2025 reading, I would check that out. There's such a transformational energy for this year for us, not just for Libras. This is like worldwide, and you have world in the reading, so you can count that as the world card. So you have the sun, the world, and the moon, and so many stars. And I actually chose a deck that has a lot of stars on it, so I feel like, and the Empress, like in the Queen of, there's just so many. There are so many possibilities. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling it. You feel that you're going around that corner. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Your intuition's right on that. If that's what you've been feeling. Who am I to tell you if your intuition's right? But I'm just saying, as a fellow intuitive, I've been feeling it too. That there's a big shift on the way. But boy, things can be kind of annoying now, can feel like we're all walking around with a stubbed toe, but still with a smile. It's like we're still looking towards the sun, just like the sunflowers do, right? Because what do we have to lose by doing that? What do we have to lose by being optimistic? We have a lot to lose by being pessimistic, right? But yeah, so those of you here, sometimes, like I sometimes feel like people are like, oh, you're too optimistic. Well, if you looked at my natal chart, you'd know why. I won't get into that now, but I have a natural tendency to be that way. But also, just I just feel like it's our energy is better spent focusing on what we do want and the things that are going well than getting sucked into the dark hole of depression, and and which I've been there, and I don't really want to go there. I would much rather be in the sun than in that cold dark place, right, where you're just not really living. So that's why I choose to have a positive attitude, outlook. And I feel like in doing that, you then attract more people and opportunities that are also in line with that, that higher frequency, right? And if you haven't found your people yet, you will. For a lot of us, it's animals, I think a lot of you have a deep connection with animals. Anyway, let's get into a few other messages. In taking care of ourselves, let's look at this Chakra Insight deck. It's called Chakra Insight by Britta Bowman. And you have passion. Card 10. If you don't want to be preggers, use protection. You have a plan. Have a plan, okay? Again, don't, because I really do feel like it could happen. I mean, when you have all these pregnancy cards, again, I could be picking up on somebody's going to announce that they're pregnant in your world or something, but I'm loved and cherished for my unique personality and beautiful soul. It's safe for me to love with an open heart. Card 10. This is a new cycle for some of you, but it is a 10. So it's like you've had to close a chapter, burn the book on that one, and the one over there. And then you have this, I think, oh my goodness, charming too. You could have Aries energy too, but that's root chakra stuff too, in addition to tying into the heart chakra. But and passion can also be that sacral chakra too. So some of you are not expecting this, and this person could have brown eyes. I'm just picking up on brown eyes. I know that's the most common eye color, but for someone, that's going to mean something. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Or you've just made brownies. Now I want brownies. Anyway, whoa, respect. RESPECT, and it's another sun. You have the sunny number 19, just like the sun. So you have the sun twice now in your reading. Look at that. Now that is intense. Okay, that is intense. Some of you, you're looking into something intensely. You're studying a lot, and you're really diving in deep into something. And it's a great time for that, I'm responsible. I'm reliable. I respect myself and others. I'm confident in my ability to choose what's best for me. That's that solar plexus chakra. The I can, I will, and I do. All right. What else do we have? Again, you have yellow. You have a lot of yellow in this reading, and that's happy. That's good. That's good news. That's good fortune. Let's see what else we have. I'd like to get fortune cookies now by Sharina. Oh my goodness! Look at this sunshine. Sunshine. Like California raisins. All right. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth. Fabulous communication and relationships. And I didn't mean to, but I put it right down on this lovely couple who look like they're about to dance and make out and all this other stuff. All right. So sunshine be mine. Sunshine be mine. Oh, okay. I've got Rolling Stones here too. Yes, Rolling Stones fans. Okay. There's something to that. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. I say Rolling Stones and then you get Tough and Trying Times. That's what I feel like. It is like a rolling, like it's, but if you think of like, you take like a raw crystal, and you put it in I don't know a lot about that. Like you, what is it? I can't use my other brain when I'm here sometimes. You have to toss it around, smooth out the edges, and then it's like bright and shiny and all that. And it's kind of like it's kind of like that whole thing with diamonds. From diamonds are in the ground in the dark and the cold, and it's hard and there's a lot of pressure, but then out comes this beautiful gem, this beautiful diamond. And it's something about that, like, again, appreciating. They keep, every time it's like I'll pull a card and then I pull an opposite to it. So it's like the moon, okay, now the sun. We've got wait 3 months and it's time. We have a master at something, and then we have burn the book. We have flowers, and then it's like, but you can't have that without the thorns. And then we have you get the idea, right? And then I pull out sunshine again, and then you have tough and trying times. So you've got it's about, so many times in these readings, that song, the Facts of Life theme song from the show in the 80s, comes up. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. That's what this is. The facts of life. It's like, yep, the good with the bad, the good with the bad. And just keep doing that. The good, the bad. And as I say, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, all of it, yeah. So tough and trying times ahead, but think, oh yes, CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, right? Okay, there's a connection there. I know there is. Tough and trying times, but think long term, make decisions accordingly. It says avoid negative people at all costs. Now, I don't believe there are negative people. I believe that people can get into low vibrational, states of being. So just whatever you can do to keep the vibe high. As a matter of fact, let's get a high vibe card from Becky Moore. But then, if I were to pick another card, I know it'll be positive. Like right from, like, let's do it. Yeah, surprise. Like, it's a happy surprise. Well, actually, surprise can be kind of, it can go either way. Some people don't like surprises, but this is like, it's like, again, it says a disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. This is what I'm talking about. This is the energy. And this is like all of March again. It's like, again, they keep playing that theme song, facts of life, you taking the good, taking the bad, take them both. And there you have this lovely, beautiful, beautiful thing that we call life, right? So this also could be some sort of invitation. Again, it's coming back to love. So for some of you, there is love in the air. Love is in the air. Do 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 do. All right. Positive change. The opposite of an intuitive thought is a self-critical thought. I did not know that. The opposite of, here, take a screenshot if you'd like. The opposite of an intuitive thought is a self-critical thought. Whenever you put yourself down or think you are not good enough, reframe the statement. So reframe it and say, so for example, I'm not good enough. You could say, what if I was good enough? Or I'm good enough for this thing, or I was good enough there, So and then turn I'm not very smart into I'm doing my best, and name your other strengths, like kindness is my strength, or I believe we're all smart in different areas. All right, so we all have our strengths. That's a fact. We have our strengths. All right. So what are some other positive statements you can think of to reframe that self-critical thought? So I have one. So even like, it kind of brings me back to this, like when I was trying to learn to meditate, I would get so frustrated, and it still happens, but I don't get frustrated about it. I would get so frustrated that I'd find myself drifting into thought, and I kept getting, like, oh, come on, frustrated with myself and judging myself. And that doesn't help, obviously, right? That's not going to help at all. That's even harder to relax, when I feel like I'm messing up and I'm being mean to myself about it. So what I would do instead is celebrate the fact that I caught myself that time. Every time, all 10 times in the 15 minutes where my mind floated away, I would just say, but I caught it. So instead of saying, oh, I can't meditate, I always end up thinking about my to-do list, I could say, oh, here I am in meditation. Okay, just like what brains want to do. Brains want to go and tell stories and put things together and look for patterns and think and think and think. And I thought, well, and I thought, but I put myself more of an energy of reframing. And I was like, well, instead of saying, I can't meditate, I'm terrible at this, I said, I'm noticing when I'm shifting and I congratulate myself. Like, I didn't really be like, oh, I congratulate myself. I wasn't all like corny like that, but I was like, hey, good for me for catching it, Oh, there it goes again. Oh, good for me. I caught myself. So there's that. And I get distracted, not just with meditation, but in life in general. I get very distracted. I pay attention to like everything. It's called ADHD. Ever heard of it? It's actually not what some people think, right? Those of us who have it, it's not that we don't pay attention. We might not be paying attention to that one thing. I feel like I instead am paying attention to like everything. So in a way, it's like it's not an attention deficit. It's a hyper hyper focus, like, so anyway, it comes in handy though, because we do have that ability to hyper focus. I say we to generalize. It's not, it's a spectrum. So not all of us are going to present the same, obviously, who have ADHD or ADD. All right, let's see what else we have. Thought stoppage. Are you running negative tapes in your head? You are the one in control of your thoughts. Just tell yourself, stop, negative thought, get out of here. You're the one driving your bus. Stop being a passenger, start taking control. My goodness, I just said in another reading, don't be a taxi cab, or don't be a passenger in the taxi cab of life or something, or don't take advice from backseat drivers in the taxi cab of life. You're the taxi driver, right? Anyway, so something along those lines. I said it. It was really great. You should check it out. Anyway, let's see what else we have. All right. Okay. Money, career. Let's use a deck by Maruka X. Here it is. I hope I'm saying that name right, because I say it every reading I do, I think. Somebody, so there's they're giving me shortstop. So there are a few different messages that I'm getting with this, and it's someone may have called you a nickname that includes short in it. That can also be a name, somebody's name. But then shortstop is like having to like hit the brakes hard and just being like ready for that. So like be ready, like when you're driving, if you shortstop, or they're also saying like, the first thing that came into mind was baseball. So I'm getting a baseball fan, or like, I feel like it's like even someone from the other side, but anyway. All right. So, and then there's, it's not just shortstop, it's like stopping short. So like you don't want to stop now, because you'd be stopping short of the success that you're meant to have. So anyway, business. So expect to have an amazing boost up the business ladder. This is elevating your awareness and thinking bigger if you want different results. So these are positions like management, anything in the corporate world, executive positions, entrepreneurship, and laborer. This card came up recently. Your hard work will keep paying off. It will be rewarded. Keep at it. The message there again is persistence, right? Keep at it. And that's why they were giving me, I think, shortstop, which is like, don't stop short. Don't stop now. You'll be, it's like you'd be cutting off your opportunity for success. So don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easily. This could be about being a painter, a construction maintenance, a builder of some kind, doing something with your hands, even something else, even factory work, assembly. And then you have home. So invest in a home business or make money from home. So if you're looking for confirmation, if you can or should work from home, maybe this is it for you. And then they mentioned things like getting out of the rat race, becoming your own boss, any sort of home-based business, or being a stay-at-home spouse or partner, childcare, cooking, anything you can do at home. I'm doing this at home. I'm at home, doing that. Well, it's studio at home, but anyway, yeah. So home-based. Next level. So taking your finances or your business to the next level. We have hot air balloons here. That could be a connection for some of you. So remaining the same because you don't push yourself to the next level. That's the problem for some. So there's an uncharted career demand. Wait, uncharted career demands constant evaluation. What? An uncharted career demands constant evaluation and adjustment to succeed. Okay, so if you want to move up, we'll always be having to like reflect and revise and adapt and again revise and do something, and go forward differently, so it's about like not taking the same approach all the time. If we want new results, we have to do new things, simply stated. Life purpose. So this is about you found your life purpose, creating the life you want. So you're manifesting, recognize you have everything you need. And the block here could be access to your soul could be blocked by confusion. So trust what's buried within. Trust your skill set, right? Believe in yourself. You have to believe it before anybody else will, right? So very important to believe in yourself. Oh, charity here. Donate to create positive energy around you. Right. Yeah, and that's one of your first cards for Oracle for this deck anyway. The first one was be generous. Be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So this is anything social worker, counselor, human rights advocacy work, special education I can throw in there, even like respite, humanitarian, legal aid. So the more you give of yourself, the more you'll nourish your soul. It could also be like animal care, working with the unhoused, whatever, whoever. Yeah, being some sort of social advocate. Oh my goodness. And on the bottom of the deck, I just said animals. Unleash and build wealth with your spirit animals. So veterinarian, groomer, trainer, any career working with animals, the animal whisperer, reawaken the wild and free spirit that it's been asleep for far too long within yourself. Those are some career sort of confirmations. And so within those there were a few things that maybe have been considered blocks. So we have ideas how to keep our vibe high, overcoming, obstacles and blocks is kind of like written there already in some of these cards. But let's get some angel messages just in case. You have... Yeah, reconnecting to your past to unlock your future so you can heal and move forward. Okay. So for some, that doesn't mean going back with an ex. That just means like you looking at your path and seeing, what worked and what didn't and how that's shaped you and make adjustments accordingly. Pull back, retreat, recharge. Time to reconnect and strengthen your soul. This is going to help in all areas of your life. What else? Crossing paths. You're about to cross paths with a soulmate or kindred spirit. This is a significant meeting and opening of the heart. Now, right before I pulled this card, I had a name that starts with a D, like Damien, DA. So something with DA could mean something. Yeah. D, like day something. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. So, all right, let's see what else. We could get a few love. You know what? Honestly, those are the love messages. Some of you have this passionate encounter coming in. Again, we talked about Venus retrograde and the implications of that potentially. But if this is something that you've kind of already started, maybe you're moving forward with, to a new level or something. I don't know, but there is some passion coming in. So you're being given, as far as love, that it is safe for you to love and to open your heart. But of course, you have to feel that, right? It's about you have to feel comfortable first. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, open your heart, go ahead. But there could be someone that you meet who actually does open your heart, and maybe you find yourself softening a bit and opening up. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness. So you have King of Cups. And you know what? You had Queen of Cups. So that's why I listened. They said go to bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Here we go. Right here. This King of Cups was on the bottom of the deck and wanted to come out. So somebody wants to step forward and show you and treat you well and be emotional with you and go there with you and be your spiritual partner too, you know. And you can really, you know, use your even your intuitive and your healing capabilities as a team to help others or to help yourselves heal from whatever's been going on in your life up until the point you met. And this is really beautiful with divine counterparts here. I mean, this is beautiful. Oh, I just touched my mic. Sorry. It has a fuzzy little ball on it for the wind, not like it's windy in here, but sometimes I play like I touch it because it's soft. So maybe I need to bring like a cat toy over and I could play with that, you know, while I'm doing the readings. Since I keep being drawn to the fuzzy furriness of the thing. Here, look, I'll show you what I mean. You see, this is what I'm playing with. Who wouldn't play with that, right? I mean, it's fun. Anyway, so yeah, nurturing, healing support, you know, leaders, empathy. This is the kind of relationship that's possible here. So yeah, set your sights high, set your standards high, right? We don't have to settle. No way. No way. All right, that's love. So I feel kind of like, okay, let's get no, we did some career messages too. Let's get an angel card. So this is the Intuit Oracle. Angel Oracle. You have Yeliel. Yeliel, that's fun to say. Angel of mental force and calmness. Battles depression. That's interesting because I did bring that word up in here. And by the way, please do reach out for help if you yourself are struggling. There's no shame in that. And we, you know, at times we all need support. So 988 is always an option too if you're feeling like you need a resource to help you through whatever you're going through. So this is again the angel of mental force and calmness. This is about serenity. She can actually also help with tech support, clarity, can help with over analyzing, and can see through lies. This is also about being assertive. Pearl is the gem associated with it, and January is the month associated. Aquarius energy card 30. This is, I fix gaps between mind and emotions and help navigate complex situations and people who play mind games. Now, like I said, beware of manipulation because I was getting that. And it could also be somebody who's just so good at it, you know, like someone who's really good at manipulating. And by the way, quick message on that. Don't feel please don't beat yourself up about if you've fallen to that for that before. You should have known better because you're intuitive and da da da. You're still intuitive. And no, you should emotions and relationships, they're a complex thing, right? And a lot of us, we tend to look for, you know, we want to give people the benefit of the doubt. We want to have that open heart, right? And some people, unfortunately, make a life out of conning people, lying and cheating and stealing and manipulating, and they're good at that. That's what they do, right? So it doesn't make you anything. You're not anything less. You're not this. You're not. Please forgive yourself. Let that go. They've done this thing they did to you to other people. They've had practice. I'm almost certain whoever I'm talking to that this would apply if this is your story, okay? That you know, if that's you and you've been manipulated or taken advantage of, you know, chances are this is what that person does and they're good at that, you know. And for you, you know, it's unfortunate that you know, you did trust them, but you're not wrong for trusting somebody that you cared about. That's what we want to get there with people, right? So please let that ish go. All right, let them go. You start out your reading with that book burning, you know. It's like time for you to change the narrative. You have the ability right now to change the narrative. It's your story. You're the star. You are the star of the story, right? So I think that's about it, but let's get an animal card. We'll get you an animal card. My pretty. Haha. That's from the Wizard of Oz too, isn't it? Okay, somebody has a relative in heaven who loves the Wizard of Oz, and they're with you, and they may have had a birthday or they have one coming up or something. Oh, all right. I'm just gonna say it. All right. Okay, you have cat. I mentioned cats too. Okay, withdraw. Throat chakra card 32. Let go of your need to control the situation. Retreat into your sacred space and allow a divinely orchestrated solution to unfold. Sometimes we have to just walk away for a bit. Again, pull back, retreat, recharge. Time to reconnect and strengthen your soul. And again, this is so fitting that Angel Yeliel here would be here to help. So maybe screenshot that and call upon her to help you. All right. And I believe that's it. So if you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. About half the people who tune in to this channel, which I know some of you are regulars too, they're not even subscribed. So it would really help a lot. I would love to reach 10,000 subscribers. Please help me reach that goal. My goal is to reach that goal by the end of March. All right. I would love to do that. I've been on YouTube now for 2+ years with this channel, and I would really love to reach that milestone. Really would. I'd love to hit 10,000, and then we'll go from there. But really, I've had my heart on 10,000 for a while, and I feel like we can do it. And I know you'll support me in that. And I appreciate those of you who do support me, who leave really nice comments for me and for others on here. You're supportive to each other, and that just shows me the kind of people that I'm reading for. And that's why it is my pleasure every reading to come to the table and read for you. So I always hope that you do get something helpful, healing, inspiring, nurturing, something that can touch you in a positive way. So thanks for all you do to touch others and in a positive way. And I appreciate you very much for it. And keep being you. Thanks.